Dear student, welcome once again in this lecture. In this lecture today we will focus on another teaching method, that is direct method. It is also known as natural method. Means as a teacher he has to use different type of methods in his teaching. So let's focus on the principles of this direct method. First of all, let's know about what is meant by direct or natural method. It is the most natural way of teaching English as it aims to create a direct bond between English word and its meaning, thought and expressions. Means dear student, in this language it is expected that teacher has to speak English language and he has to explain each and everything into English language. He should never use mother tongue or words which are in Marathi or from the Hindi language, so that use of English is essential part of this direct or natural method. So some are the principles of this method. Learner is to be made to think in English and gain real command of the language. Means it is not expected that student has to think into his mother tongue or in other language. He has to think or she has to think in English itself only. And so as to gain real command of the language, he has to adopt in this type of atmosphere which has been created by the teacher in the class, so that there should be use of English only. So that there is no use of mother tongue, that is vernacular language, and it should be banned. The teacher who teaches proper English language to the student, he never uses such type of mother tongue of the students or any other language except English language. So that in this one, what is another principle? The unit of teaching is the sentence. Here, what happens in this method? The unit of teaching is the sentence. There is no fragmentation, and continuously has to speak, continuously has to demonstrate, continuously has to show according to the content, but there is no use of mother tongue, that is mother tongue of students or any vernacular language. Another principle is that there is no comparative study done between the mother tongue and the English. This is not expected while using such type of method in the class. As a teacher has to use this type of direct method into the classes for the sake of developing students' English communication skill, student way of thinking in English, and whatever he shows in the classes, student must understand about the words which are uttered by the teachers, the models which are shown by the teachers, and they have to understand the meaning or similar word to the particular articles in the classes. So that this direct method follows the maxim of simple to complex along with the known to known, where previous knowledge is used. Means some teaching maxims are used in the classes while teaching the particular content. Means from simple to complex, teacher should start his teaching from simple and he has to take away all the student from simple to complex, whereas he has to, whatever is known to them, whatever is known to the students, only these things should be introduced at the beginning of the lecture, and after that, on the basis of his or a student's previous knowledge, he has to take them towards unknown things, so that this basic principle should be followed, or it is followed by the teacher in the direct method, so that practical uses of the language is traced. That is, knowledge for the using the language is important. Means no use of mother tongue, only whatever practical knowledge of English has having, it should be transferred among the students by the teacher, so that it is expected from the teacher that he should use English words. He should speak English in the classes. Suppose he has been carrying some teaching aids with him, so that he should never ask them, identify them in their own mother tongue. No, he should use in a very skillfully manner so as to get the answer from the students, and student also have to respond him properly. So such words should be used, only English words should be used. So that what should be the procedure? There is a direct association between the experience and the expression. Means what? Whatever teacher speaks in the class, whatever learning experiences are given in the classes, all there is direct association between experiences and expression. That is, linking between the word and the meaning or idea is carried out. If the students want to learn something different on fruits, then student should pay proper attention towards the teacher. What does he do in the class? And as a good English teacher, what he does, he brings particular item, particular model in the class, and he shows to the students. For example, show an apple and say apple. Drill and practice till master is attained or mastery is attained. You may say that in this one, if the teacher wants to show the apple, then he has to show it. And whatever is described in the particular book, he has to bring the models of it one, the charts of it one, because whatever is there, it should be at concrete level. And these are some merits of this direct method. It is natural method of teaching, no use of mother tongue. It really develops the ability to think in English language. Means it is found that all the students are there, they like to think into their mother tongue, and they like to translate whatever they have thought in mother tongue. They like to translate into English language, but sometimes this type of barrier comes and students are unable to speak, students are unable to respond to the teacher. And in this way, this learning is permanent and stable, because student can recall, student can remember whatever teacher has did in the class, in what way he has taught in the class, what learning experiences was given by the teacher to the class, so that all these learning is permanent and stable one. So that by this method, or if the teacher uses this method, then fundamental skills of English language are enriched or developed, and students automatically get the fluency by practicing it or by living with particular environment and having such type of active involvement in learning. After that, this follows two prominent maxims, that is simple to complex and known to unknown and concrete to abstract. Likewise, it is also expected in this method. And there is more interactive atmosphere in the classroom as the learning is more interesting and participatory. Means it's the duty of every teacher, he has to create such type of atmosphere. This atmosphere should be based on interactive one, and classroom learning should be more interesting. Means students should get interest in particular learning. When teacher uses such type of direct method in the class, all students are active learners. They never like to be the passive learners of English language, so that it's the ability of the particular teacher in what way he uses such type of direct method effectively in his teaching and learning. So that although this method is economical method for the student, as they think in English and directly answer in English, means it is expected that all students should think themselves in English language, and so as to having positive interactions between teachers and student, it is best way to use English language. Students are better geared for practical use of language. Means by doing this one, or by using or by adopting direct method in direct teaching, students are really able to use the words, the sentences which are used in the classes at their practical life or at their real life, because they are treated, they are instructed use such type of language effectively even outside the class. Scope for using teaching aids. Sometimes it is also seen that all the teachers, they like to read the text only, they like to translate such type of text into mother tongue, and they like to finish their syllabus. But no use. If the teacher is more interested in teaching profession, if he believes in teaching profession, only he takes such type of hard work to make students prominent in English language, so that he carries such type of teaching aids with them or with him to show the students. And there is active participation in learning. Students are really about to get the practical experiences. They are the integral part of teaching and learning process, and students are always interested so that this method should be used and adopted by the teachers. After that, there are some demerits also. It is not an easy method, as competent and experienced teachers are required. So, it is found that all the teachers, they have different background. After completing B.Ed course, they like to follow the traditional way of teaching. If they are working at rural area, if they are working in urban area, it depends upon the culture of particular school or college in which they like to adjust themselves. So that sometimes even competent teachers and experienced teachers are required for using this method. And those who are really aspirant teachers, they can use such type of method in their teaching. But right now we found that many teachers are so passive. They don't like to take the hard work, they don't like to take hardship, and only they think about themselves only, nothing. So that this is another kind of demerits. We are not getting much highly qualified and competent teachers or experienced teacher to teach such method. And it is not economical method, as teaching aids have to be prepared. Relevant examples thought of which requires a lot of time, money and efforts. Because every time, for every lecture, teacher has to create something different which never have seen by the students. Teacher has to prepare innovative model, and somewhere he has to spend money for that. And so that this is not economical one, it is expensive one, and for taking such type of classes, it requires hard work. It is not suitable for crowded classes. In the classes, there is heterogeneous group, so that to teach such type of students, teacher rarely gets the time to interact with every student. And so that as far as understanding of student is concerned, teacher really uses traditional method, or we may say that grammar translation method, as suits to them. After that, it is slow method, as proper explanation may take a long time, because explanation should be given, and explanation of particular concept, explanation of poem, explanation of prose, explanation of any grammatical operations, all these things should be it should be used effectively by the teacher. But sometimes it takes the time. It requires time. And speaking continuously in the classes is not possible for the teachers. If the teachers, they really don't have such type of background of teaching in this manner, so that it takes much time. Then certain nonsense and abstract terms can only be explained using the vernacular language for accurate understanding. Means some words are there, some concepts are there, certain things are there. There is no any option for explanation. So that such type of teachers like to explain everything into vernacular language or their mother tongue. And this method is not suitable for slow and average learners. Means if the students don't have the knowledge of English, if the student don't have much competence in English, only few students will follow this one. Otherwise, all students will remain passive in the class. These are some merits of direct method. But as a teacher, but as far as my opinion is concerned, I would suggest every student teacher, they should never use grammar translation method in their teaching at all. You are really ideal one for your students, so that use direct method, follow the rules of direct method, and make all your students active in learning and teaching process. Thank you very much.